Hey there, everybody! Do you love to travel and learn about new places? Great, then you are in the right place. Join Jasmine the cat and Gracie the tortoise as they have fun traveling the beautiful United States and learning lots of cool new facts.
Hi, everybody! Happy day, friends! It's Jasmine, the Jazzy Gray Cat here, rested and ready for our next adventure with my BFF Gracie. You know, that super smart tortoise. Hey, Gracie, are you here?
Greetings, everyone. I am indeed here and raring to go to our next state, Maryland. If you're keeping count, it's number 7, becoming a state in 1788.
Ooh, that rhymes. A state in 1788. A state in 1788.
Yes, it does. And 2 years after Maryland became a state, part of it was divided off to make Washington, D.C.
Well, that was really generous of them. And I am so super psyched to go to Maryland because it has a state cat, just like Massachusetts. But this time, it's a calico cat. Calico cats are super pretty because they have 3 colors on their fur. Usually black, orange, and white. Most of the time, calicos are girl cats like me. But they don't have to be. Boys can be calico, too.
That's wonderful, Jazzy. But tell me, does Maryland have a state dog?
I guess so. Probably.
Well, why don't you tell us about it?
Okay. It's the Chesapeake Bay Retriever. Those dogs were named after the Chesapeake Bay, which is in Maryland.
I heard that they love water and are strong and loyal.
Yeah, that's what I heard, too. But don't you have more information for us about Maryland? I heard Maryland has 3 nicknames. Do you know what they are?
I sure do. The oldest one is the Old Line State, which goes back to the Revolutionary War. The term line refers to a line of soldiers, because the soldiers would stand in a line facing each other and then fire. The 1st Maryland Regiment had only 400 soldiers, but they fought against the 10,000 British soldiers and helped Washington's army to escape. General Washington relied on these brave soldiers and their discipline and bravery and earned Maryland that nickname.
Wow! 400 against 10,000. That really doesn't seem fair. What are the other names?
The 2nd is Free State, which honors Maryland's political and religious freedom. And the 3rd is America in Miniature. Maryland is a small state, but you can find almost any kind of land features here, like forests, mountains, beautiful seashores. The only one they don't have is the desert.
That's amazing. But who is the Mary in Maryland or Maryland?
The Mary was Queen Henrietta Maria of England. Maria is another version of the name Mary. She was married to King Charles I, who gave permission for Maryland to become a colony. Of course, Native Americans were here when Captain John Smith arrived in 1602.
Gracie, let's take a break from all this knowledge and get into our cute blue camper. I am ready to go.
All right, Jasmine. Plenty of time to share facts while we drive. The capital of Maryland is Annapolis, and Maryland is south of Pennsylvania, just over the Mason-Dixon line.
I know what the Mason-Dixon line is. It's the line that divided the northern states from the southern states during the Civil War.
That's right. Maryland is one of the Mid-Atlantic states, which also includes Delaware, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania, along with the District of Columbia. Besides Pennsylvania on the north, Maryland is between Delaware and the Atlantic Ocean in the east, and the Atlantic Ocean and Virginia in the south, and has West Virginia in the west.
I know a bunch of really famous people who lived here. Want to hear about them?
Of course I do.
Let's start with Francis Scott Key, who wrote the Star-Spangled Banner, our national anthem.
Yes, and I remember how well you sang it for us in our first podcast.
I just love singing. And then there's the baseball player Babe Ruth. He was the most famous baseball player of all time. He set or broke over 60 records. He was called Babe because he was only 19 when he started playing on a professional team. His record of 714 home runs wasn't broken until 1974, and that was by Hank Aaron.
Excellent, Jasmine. I would like to mention Thurgood Marshall, who became the first African-American Supreme Court Justice, or judge, in the United States, and Harriet Tubman, a former slave who led other slaves to freedom. She was a conductor on the Underground Railroad.
The Underground Railroad? Do you mean the subway? That's like a train underground.
No, Jasmine. It's not a real train. The Underground Railroad helped slaves from the South make it to freedom in the North. It was a trail that led from safe house to safe house. These safe houses were places where slaves could rest on their trip north.
Oh, I get it. She was called a conductor because a conductor helps people on the train, and she helped people get to freedom. But, oh my, that sounds dangerous. What happened if they were caught?
Well, they were usually severely punished. Besides being a conductor on the railroad, she was also a spy for the Northern Army during the Civil War. She felt that by helping the North, she could win freedom for all slaves that much faster.
That was so brave. I hope I can be that brave if I have to. Now, where is our first stop?
Our first stop is Baltimore, which is on the Chesapeake Bay. Baltimore is one of America's oldest seaports.
You know what? I have a fun fact about Baltimore. It had the United States' first umbrella factory. The company's motto was, "Born in Baltimore, raised everywhere." 'Cause you know what? You raise up an umbrella when it rains. Get it? That's super funny.
Yes, that is a great fact. Now, what should we do?
Oh, I have a great idea. Let's start with a ride on the Chesapeake Dragon paddle boats. They are so cute, and we can go all around the inner harbor. I hope we get a green one. Oh, good, we got a green one. Let's get in. Look over there at the National Aquarium. I heard you can pet a stingray there.
And over there is the Maryland Science Center where you can dig for dinosaur bones.
Real dinosaur bones?
No, Jasmine, not real ones.
Oh, bummer. We also could go to a baseball game at Oriole Field. Isn't an oriole a bird?
Yes, it is. It's Maryland's state bird. And there's a Babe Ruth statue there, too.
I'm getting hungry. Let's go to the Paper Moon Diner. I heard it's crazy looking. It's like a funky art museum where you can eat. Oh my gosh, look at it. It's painted in cool rainbow colors.
Well, that's very eye-catching. It's described as quirky, and I can see why. Look at the outdoor sculptures. That orange mannequin with glittery scales could be a merman. Come on, Jasmine. Let's go inside.
Gracie, look at all this stuff.
There really is stuff everywhere. I don't know where to look first.
On the wall over there is a bookshelf full of those candy Pez dispensers. I love opening up the heads and getting out those little tiny candies. And over there, it's a pink mannequin holding a globe. And look at the toy horses hanging from the ceiling. This is groovy. Come on, though. I'm hungry. Let's eat. I want to try their pigs in a pancake blanket. Yummy.
That was delicious. Now, on our way out of Baltimore, we're going to make a stop at Fort Mchenry National Park. This is where the U.S. Navy defended Baltimore Harbor from the British Navy during the War of 1812. This is the battle that inspired Francis Scott Key to write the Star-Spangled Banner. In the morning after the battle, he saw the huge American flag still waving in the light of the sunrise, and that inspired him to write our national anthem.
I remember you telling me about the War of 1812. It was our second war against England, but they didn't win us back. Yay!
Ah, here we are. Ooh, this is such an interesting place. Look over there at the cannons, and that movie in the visitor center was so enlightening.
Yes, it was. Too bad we can't climb on those piles of old cannonballs. I'm sure it would make a great picture. But now I'm excited to go to our next stop, Assateague Island.
Why don't you tell us about it?
Sure will. Assateague Island is a 37-mile island off the coast of Delmarva, which stands for the states of Delaware, Maryland, and Virginia. Most of the island is in Delaware. It's best known for its feral or wild horses. I can't wait to see them. I'm sure they are totally beautiful.
How did the horses get here?
Legend says that the horses came from a shipwrecked Spanish galleon or ship, but some people believe they were colonial horses that were allowed to run free. There is a famous book about them called Misty of Chincoteague by Marguerite Henry. When there get to be too many horses on the island, some are rounded up by saltwater cowboys and are sold on the pony penning day. Lots of people want the opportunity to own one of these famous ponies.
Interesting information, Jasmine. I just would like to add that even though the horses are wild, they are easily domesticated or tamed. Jasmine, look over there. There's lots of horses.
They are super gorgeous. Oh no! Look at that! They come right out onto the road. Oh my goodness, we better drive slowly. And you know what? We're not allowed to feed them. Just take pictures of them.
That was exciting. Now we have one more thing to do. Go crabbing. Maryland is known for its blue crabs. They are the state crustacean. But they are not all blue. Just their claws and their legs are bright blue.
Crabbing? Crabs have strong pinchers. I don't want one to get my tail. That would hurt, even if they are pretty blue ones.
Don't worry, Jasmine. We'll be careful. We are going to the Jonas Green State Park on the Jonas River near Annapolis. The U.S. Naval Academy is in Annapolis. That's where men and women train to become officers in the Navy and the Marines.
I bet they have to study and work really hard to do that. Okay, since we're here, I'll try it. And you know what? It's really easy to catch crabs. All we need is strong string and some bait. What kind of bait do you think we should use?
Crabs like meat. We also have a bucket to put the crabs in after we catch them. We're here at the pier. Are you ready?
Oh, yes I am. Let's go. Oh my goodness, something is pulling my line. It's a crab. Where's the bucket? Oh no, it fell in the water. Now the crab is crawling on the pier. It's coming after my tail, Gracie. Get it away now.
Jasmine, calm down. You're fine. Gwen put the crab back in the water. Perhaps if we want crabs, we should go back and look at them at the National Aquarium.
You know what? I like that idea a whole lot better. Whew, I'm really tired. I had so much fun, but now I'm missing my princess bed.
I agree. How about a few crab jokes to finish up? Here's mine. Why did the crab keep all the seaweed to itself?
Oh, I know this one. Because everyone else was full.
No, because it was shellfish. You know, shellfish, selfish.
Oh, that's super funny, Gracie. But now here's mine. Who brings Christmas presents to young crabs?
Their Grand Claws?
No, Santa Claus. Oh, and I just love Christmas. You know what? This was a super trip. I learned so much. Like to stay away from crabs, but I love seeing the wild horses on Assateague Island. How about you, Gracie?
I really enjoyed Fort McHenry. Without it, we wouldn't have the Star-Spangled Banner. Now, friends, don't forget to share your favorite fact with someone you love, and come back next week for South Carolina. Goodbye.
Friends, it was so much fun being with you today. If you have a fact that you would like to share about Maryland, you can email us. Our address is gwyn@voicebygwenelise.com. That's GWYN@VOICEBYGWYNELISE.com. I wish I had an email address, but cats and tortoises aren't allowed to. So unfair. But if you do email, we may read your fact on our show. All right, everybody. So long.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining Jasmine and Gracie on their adventure today. Come back next week for the next one.
Hello, everybody. It's Gwen here. If you want to know more about the places we visited, just go to our website, jasmineandgracie.podbean.com, and go to the sources page, and you can find out all about the great places that we visited. See you next week. Bye-bye.